Hey everyone, so I have a couple of new blush palettes from Milani to play with today, and I thought that I would do a live swatch video of them on my cheeks so you can see how they apply and the colors how they are. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the palettes first, and then there's only two, and then we're going to go ahead and dive on into the live cheek swatches so you can see how opaque the color is, so stay tuned. Okay, so the first palette I'm going to be showing you is, this is the Milani Flowers of Love palettes, I think that's the name. No, the first one is Flowers of Love, and there are 3 shades, and I'm going to focus in on them. Now these are going to be more suited to paler skin tones. These are very light pinky colors. And let's move on to the second palette. And this is palette 2. This is Floral Fantasy. And it is so beautiful, and the colors are so deep. Now I did want to talk a little bit about the packaging. When I received these, my palettes were a bit scratched on the outside. I don't know if that would bother anybody else, but it did kind of bother me. But I'm going to go ahead and show you arm swatches, and then we'll go ahead and do the cheek swatches so you can see how these look and apply on the skin. I do not have any foundation on, I don't have any primer on, I just have concealer under my eyes and mascara on. That way we can just really see how these are going to perform. So first, let's go ahead and do the arm swatches. So we're going to... Now I'm going to get close so you can see me apply these on my cheeks. So I do have some makeup wipes handy, that way I can wipe off as I go. And the first shade that we're going to do is the lightest pink color on the, which it's on my left, but it will be on this side right here. We're going to go ahead and apply this to my cheeks, and I am going to get closer so you can see how this applies. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Laura Geller baked brush. It went to their baked products, but it works really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into the pinkish shade, tap it off, can you tell the difference? Right here without. Okay. That was the lightest pink shade. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my other cheek. And I'm going to get close so you can see. I think if you have super duper fair skin that this would show up on you, but it's more just showing like a sheen on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off and go on to the next shade. Okay, so the next shade we are going to do is this middle blush color here. And again, the same way. Tap it off. My hair is really... Okay, and I don't know what's going on with the lighting. Okay. Okay, there is one side with one side without. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other cheek. And there is both cheeks with that blush. It's really, really, really pretty. It does take some building up to get the color payoff. So we're going to hurry up and go on to the next blush so we can get this video done because I don't want it to take a long time. Okay, so the next blush we're going to be doing is this really deep color here. And I'm hoping that it applies a bit deeper than the other colors I've already tried. So let's go ahead and try that color. If you wonder why I'm looking off to the side, I'm looking at a mirror. Okay, that one showed up a lot better. This is the side with, this side without. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my other cheek. And there is both sides with the blush. And it's a beautiful shade. I really like that shade a lot. So let's move on to the next palette, which is a lot deeper. I think it's more geared toward women that are darker colored than me. So I have a feeling that these colors may be too dark, so I'll have to go really light-handed. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the darker palette. This is number 2, and this one is called Floral Fantasy. Again, this is the deeper palette, and the shades are a lot darker. So we are going to see how this works. I did get a lot closer, that way you can see how things go. So we're just going to start with this shade right here, which is a really pretty pinky corally shade. And I'm looking at the viewfinder to apply the blush. This side with, this side without. You can definitely tell that it gave some color. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my other cheek, and then we'll see how it looks. This is with the coral shade. I really like this shade. It's perfect for summer. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next shade. Let's go ahead and go on to this beautiful deeper middle shade right here. Tap off. Ooh, I really like that color. That's not as dark as I thought. I mean, each shade is working great. With, without. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my other cheek so you can see how it looks on both cheeks. And it has a really pretty sheen to it, so you know, this is one of those blush colors that you could probably skip highlighter and it's going to be glowy and beautiful. I'm going to apply a little bit more. And I was afraid at first because these colors seem like that you can really overdo it really fast, but they are buildable. So yeah, I really like that color a lot. So let's move on to the last shade, and then I will tell you my favorite shades out of the colors. Okay, so now we're going to be going on to the deepest shade, which kind of scares me because I'm really fair. So we're gonna see how this goes. And my feet are going to sleep. Okay, let's go ahead and apply this deepest shade and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. Whoops. It's okay so far. This side with, this side without. You can see it's a really beautiful rosy deep shade. I really like it. I only had to go in 2 times to build it up, but I really like this shade. Let's go on and do the other cheek. And there you go. That was the last shade. So, you're probably wondering which palette was my favorite. Out of both palettes, I would have to say that palette number, let's see, this one's upside down. Palette number 2, the deepest of both of them. Woo, get major. That one is definitely my favorite one. This one had a couple duds. This one is barely showed up on me. This one was okay on the first one. This one showed up, but these two, if you're super duper fair skinned, then you might be able to get them to work, but for me, they just didn't really want to show up. I had to really go at building up the application of those shades. So yeah, if you're investing in these, I would recommend getting the second palette, which was the one that was sold out. For a while it was sold out, but this one is number 2, Floral Fantasy. And again, I will share pictures of arm swatches at the end of this video so you can see what they look like side by side and you can decide on which one that you want. I hope this video was helpful today, and thank you all for watching. I will talk to you all soon.